was $50. And it was a giant inflatable, like hamster wheel thing.
I have so many questions.
We got a puppy just after Christmas.
Oh.
And we've got another dog already.
Okay.
So we bought a dog pushchair.
Now, do you have any shopping memories, funny shopping experience or tragedies?
Oh God, I'm sure.
I had to put that one in there.
I should
have done that. Oh, I didn't fully commit.
No, normally when someone says that, my arms just automatically go there.
Welcome back to The Joy of Shopping. I'm your host, Farah Sattaur, and we have someone very special today. We've got singer, songwriter, mummy, and pop icon, Claire Richards.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, this is QVC, although it is The Joy of Shopping.
Of course.
Rumour has it, you've been here before.
Yes.
Do you remember?
I do remember.
Tell me about
I do remember.
this.
It was, I think it was probably in 2012, so quite a long time ago now. And I was in with my bandmates and we came in to sell our album that we were promoting at the time, which was a first for us. We'd never done anything like that before. We'd always, I think from when we started and when we split up the first time to even that 10-year period, the music industry had changed quite a lot. So it was kind of, and the charts had changed quite a lot. So I think our management at the time were trying to think of new ways to be able to promote and sell an album. So yeah, we came in and we did, I think we did a couple of slots.
Love that.
I've got a vague memory. I don't know why I think this, but Andy Peters was the host. Is that?
Could be. Do you know what?
I don't know.
This is all new to me. When they said this, I was like, oh, QVC had performances.
Yeah. And we performed as well. Yeah. It was a Christmas album. No, but we sat and we did. I don't know if I feel like we sat and did the whole selling thing, but maybe it was just an interview. But I suppose that's kind of what we do.
We're going to trace back and find that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I probably look very different, and it was a weird old thing, but it was fun. It was a good part of that little journey that we were on.
I love that. So I'm definitely going to watch this after because, again, I was so surprised that we had that here. We need to definitely bring that back.
Okay.
We really do.
Well, that would be
you
good.
Come back?
I think we probably would, because there aren't many TV shows that you can perform on anymore.
We were talking about that earlier, yeah.
And I guess, and even back then, maybe that was the reason why, because it was when we started, obviously in 97, almost every TV show that you went on, you could perform. There were so many, but as the years have gone on, it's just become less and less and less. So to have an outlet, and I guess it really fits in well with our audience. You know, we are definitely that kind of daytime TV audience. So I think QVC obviously fitted very well into that.
Perfectly, hand in hand. Yeah. Now, I'm a huge online shopper. Have you ever shopped on QVC? Or are you one of our customers?
I have shopped online, and I'm a huge online shopper as well. I much prefer doing it from the comfort of on my phone or on my laptop rather than actually going to a shop. I prefer sending things like that as well rather than have to go out in the cold like it is at the moment. But I don't remember ever calling up, and I have bought stuff from QVC, but I was trying to remember what it was, and I looked back on all my old emails and stuff, but I couldn't find it. I think it was probably beauty stuff that I bought. But my auntie was a massive QVC shopper. Yeah, she used to buy stuff all the time. Yeah. You know, she was, I remember, oh God, it must have been in the 80s, but she was always the one that was selling the Tupperware or the tracksuits, or she was always the one having the parties. Yes. So she was, she loved shopping on QVC.
It's so easy.
Well. Yeah, and my cousin. But then you had to call up.
Well, it was calling up then, because I remember that with my mum, but now I just do it on the app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having a little scroll through today, and I noticed there's a couple of brands on there that I buy that you can't get everywhere. So and it's really difficult to get some of it. So now I know that it's
now you know.
We'll be buying it from there.
I'm so intrigued to know which ones they are.
So I use quite a lot of a brand called Sunday Riley, which I don't think many people know that much about, but I was introduced to it because we were gifted when we were on Drag Race a few years ago, and there was a little set in our dressing room, and since then I've used the face wash and the pink drink especially, which is just like toning spray. But it's really difficult to get hold of.
Is that your favourite product from her line?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's the one I use that every single day.
Oh, wow.
And the face wash I use every day, actually, the ceramic slip. But her spot treatment is great as well.
Really?
And I've had it for ages. It's got a really pungent smell, but I've had to use it this week. It's had a massive spot on my face.
Is it one of those products you just pop on and then it
it just kind of really gets rid. So it's really good stuff, but it's really hard to get hold of. So I was surprised to see.
Yeah, it's on here. So we recently had Sunday on here as a guest, and honestly, her talking about the science of her products, natural ingredients, the way she talks about it fascinated me. And there's just so much that goes into it. So when you say that, I'm like, I believe you, because
those products are the real kind of introduction for like peptides and stuff. I'd never used that kind of stuff before, and my skin. I've stuck to quite a lot of the same stuff over the years, and every time I've tried something, it's not. I've never stuck with it because it's just not been any good, or it's made my skin worse. But her stuff, absolutely, it's become part of my routine that I probably will never change now.
You can get it here now.
And I will.
Yes.
I will. Thank you.
No, of course. If you were to be a presenter here on QVC, what would be your department? Because we've got quite a few.
I know. Do you know what? I feel like I've probably got a bit of knowledge about most things, because I think I've bought everything over the years. I do love a kitchen appliance.
Talk to me.
I love a Hoover.
Because you love to cook as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I love craft stuff. I love clothes. I love beauty stuff. There's lots of things. I think, in fact, the last thing I did get from QVC, which was very kindly sent to me, was a Ninja.
We love
air
a
fryer,
Ninja.
the stack
We
air fryer.
love a Ninja air fryer.
I love Ninja, and I love.
Was it the double stacks?
Yeah. Which is
this way or across?
The tall one.
Okay.
Which was a revelation. You don't have to warm it up. You put stuff in it, heat straight.
Multiple things.
Yeah. And I love a Shark Hoover as well. I've got two home. If I could have one for every, if I could have one for every room, I would. So I don't have to lug it around.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I don't know.
So maybe home.
Yeah, I do like home stuff.
Home
I do
cooking.
I'm about to start decorating at home, because we've lived there quite a long time now. So I need to buy home stuff.
Where'd you get your inspo for decorating? Is it?
I think.
Do you do it all yourself? Or would you get someone in to do it?
I have done. Historically, I've always done it myself, but I always find it's never quite finished. So I would love someone to come and help me.
Yeah,
because I know what I want, but sometimes I'm not quite sure how to execute it. But I look at Pinterest quite a lot. I'm obsessed with Amanda Holden and her house.
I know.
That's what I want my house to look like.
She's here sometimes.
I know. I've seen that. So I'd like things that are a bit more quirky rather than,
safe.
Yeah. I like the darker colours and the kind of, the colour drenching and all that kind of stuff, I think.
Now, do you have any shopping memories, funny shopping experience or tragedies?
Oh God, I'm sure.
I had to put that one in there.
I should have done
that. I didn't fully commit.
No, normally when someone says that, my arms just automatically go there.
Reflex action.
Yeah. It's muscle memory. Oh God, I'm sure there's loads. There's one I do remember actually from years and years and years ago that before I was in Steps, I was in another band.
Were you?
Yes, I was in a girl band called TSD. And there was three of us.
Was there three?
Yeah.
See, I still am a huge fan, so I'm just like, why did I not know this?
Yeah, so from, I think it was 95, I left school, and within a month of leaving school, I was in this girl band. And I signed my deal on my 18th birthday. And then I think it was about a week after that, they sent us out with a stylist to buy all these clothes, and we were shopping around Soho and kind of in all these quirky shops. And then I remember going we had all these bags, which would never happen now, but we were there shopping with the stylist and we were carrying the bags.
Right.
And then we went to McDonald's to get some food, and we left the McDonald's, and I got home and realised I didn't have half the stuff that we'd bought. And someone either stole it from the floor, because it was Oxford Street or somewhere, or I just left it there. And I had to then go and buy all my own clothes again. Because
was it all there?
No, it had gone. And they'd spent all this money. It was all the outfits that that we'd bought for,
That's a
for
sad
the promo.
story.
I know, but it's a tragedy.
That is a tragedy.
It was tragic.
That is a tragedy.
And I was 18 and I didn't have any money, and I had to, find some to buy it on again. It was awful.
Would you say you are the biggest shopaholic out of the...
I think probably between me and H, I would say.
Yeah?
Definitely. We're both the ones that loved our shopping, and I would say we're the ones that buy the most. He's had a bit of a spree lately.
Yeah.
I think he went into Vivienne Westwood and came out with every single
darling.
thing that they...
Love that.
Yeah. But I feel like some days I think, I'm not going to buy anything today. And I don't think many days go by without buying something, even if it's something that I have to get.
Yeah.
So, but I would definitely say me and H, yeah.
You too?
I think I might just nip it.
It's a close one.
Yeah.
It's a close one. So I am obsessed with online shopping. You've agreed to that as well. Mm-hmm. For me, especially on social media.
Right.
Have you dabbled into that sector of shopping?
I have not TikTok shopped.
Oh my God. I do all...
My daughter has a
shopping.
few times.
Yeah.
And and to be fair, what she has ordered has come and it's been okay. She had a couple of jumpers that she ordered, and but I go on Instagram more than anything else, I suppose.
Yeah,
so I get a lot of ads on there, and and Facebook, to be fair.
See,
I am always a bit suspicious. I have to, if I see it and I like it, then I go off on a tangent and Google it and make sure it's genuine and it's a real thing.
I probably should have done that, because I solely just shop on TikTok now, if it is social media shopping.
Okay.
Instagram, I haven't done yet. Facebook, I did once years ago.
Yeah.
My sister just had a baby. I said, what do you want? She said, I've seen this pram on Facebook.
It's just reminded me of something.
And I said, whatever you want, you've just had a baby. Send me the link.
Yeah.
Never arrived.
Yeah, I've done
Never
that before.
Arrived.
Mine was not as practical as a pushchair, though.
What did you get? Or what did you want to get?
I ordered it and I paid for it. I remember it was $50. And it was a giant inflatable, like, hamster wheel thing.
I have so many questions.
It was for the kids.
Oh, okay.
I thought, that'd keep them occupied in the
Damn,
garden
I just kind of threw all the other questions.
I know, it wasn't for me. No, it was for that. I thought, that looks fun.
Like
they could play in the garden with that, and that never came.
So
that was the
Was
thing.
that Facebook?
Yeah, and that was the thing that kind of put me off of ordering for a while.
No, I completely agree.
But everything seems a bit more genuine these days.
Yeah. A product you never knew you needed but can't live without. You did say something similar, but if you have anything else...
Do you know what? This is something I've just bought, and I can't live without it at the moment, because we got a puppy just after Christmas, and we've got another dog already.
Okay.
So we bought a dog pushchair.
Oh my God. I wanted to get this for my previous cat.
Yeah, for a cat.
Yeah?
I couldn't put my cat in it.
Why?
So my cat doesn't like travelling.
No, but when you go to the vets, I know I would drive, but in my head I'm thinking, well, I have to take you out of the car.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Yes.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
It's just so much more ease and seamless in a pushchair.
Yeah. I mean, it is great. It's way bigger.
So you've used it?
Yes.
Already?
I've been using it every day at the moment. Because I have to walk the older one, and we normally walk for like an hour and a half.
Okay.
But he can't
keep up.
You're not meant to walk puppies. Yeah, he's only 12 weeks. So you're only meant to walk them for like 20 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes per month is their age, really? Apparently. So I do his little walk, and then I put him in. But it is massive. It's way bigger. It's like one of those 3-wheeler ones. The back wheels.
Is this like a Luxe Premier
it wasn't. I didn't think it was, but it clearly is.
It's not one of those trolleys you find on Amazon.
No.
Have you got a cup holder?
No, there is no cup holder. But it folds. It's like actual bit for him to sit in. It looks like a proper pushchair. But
oh no, I love it. I'm here for that.
But I obviously can't put it in the boot because the dogs are in the boot. So it's on the back seat of my car. I've got a blanket like covering the back seat of my car so I don't get mud on the seats. And I just look like a mad dog lady.
But
because I'm pushing a dog in a pushchair.
Extremely beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So it's a plus.
Yeah.
It's a good purchase. I would love to know your days in Steps. Did you receive any strange gifts from fans?
Oh God, I think we always used to get weird things. I think one of the weirdest we ever got was I think it was in the Philippines or Thailand or somewhere. And we would get given like plastic cockroaches all the time. It was really
oh my God,
strange.
I'm half Filipino as well, so I'm just going to apologise on behalf of my
I don't
peoples.
know why. I can't remember exactly where it was. I think it was the Philippines. But
there's cockroaches.
Yeah, but plastic cockroaches, they would give it, and we would...
Real ones? Or?
No, plastic.
But like...
Well, they looked like cockroaches, but they weren't, they weren't real. But I don't know why. I still don't know why.
Very interesting.
Yeah, that was probably the weirdest. There was a phase for a while when every time we did a meet and greet or a signing, people would bring me crunchy bars. Don't know why.
Did you ever say
I think
it was
I
your
might have said
favourite?
I liked it once. I would end up with like a box full of crunchies after every...
At least you were fully stocked.
But I was never allowed to eat them.
Oh.
The top manager would be like, no, they could be poisoned.
Oh, that's true.
No, I'm not saying that our fans were trying to poison us.
No, of course.
I'm sure they weren't at all. I'm sure they were absolutely fine. Maybe that was just his tactic for getting them for himself.
Well, leaking that type of information, favourite snack, you have said you love leopard print.
Yes. Very nice.
Approval?
I do approve.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Out of your leopard print collection, what are your favourite bits that you just have from 10 years ago? Some new bits?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, the newest thing I bought is like a body suit, like a
leopard print body, yeah,
which I quite like. I've got a slanket, which I've got for my sofa. What's a slanket?
I don't know what a slanket is.
What?
I'm
pretty sure slankets, you could buy them on QVC when they first came out.
Is this a fancy name for just a blanket?
It's a blanket that's got arms.
Okay.
So you sit and you put your arms in. So you have the blanket over you, but your arms aren't covered. So your arms are still warm.
Oh, wow.
And it's got pockets. And there's also on the inside a little pocket that you can tuck your feet. So I've had this for years.
Blanket.
I think somebody bought it for me. And so we have a couple of blankets under the coffee table for when we're sitting watching TV. And if anybody else takes my blanket, I'm like, excuse me, that's mine. And they get very upset that I take it back from them. But that is my blanket.
Okay.
Slanket.
So you've been in Steps now for how long?
In May it'll be 28 years.
Wow! Oh my gosh! Yes. Do you do like a?
I know. I don't know. God.
No, you don't.
I can't use my stage age anymore. No. 28 was my stage age. I can't because that's how old Steps are.
No, it's a long time. You've travelled the world.
Yeah.
Where were your favourite countries to shop in?
I think I probably shopped the most. We went to America for about 3 months when we toured with Britney. We supported her on tour out there. So I did a lot of shopping in America. And obviously in the 90s, or I think it was 99 we did that. When the exchange rate was fantastic and things...
It was double at one point.
I feel like there was still stuff there that you couldn't get here then. Whereas now I think everything's a lot more accessible. So I came home with so much stuff. And I guess the only other place that we never really had much time for shopping. They were kind of flying visits and we were always working. But I did shop in Japan quite a bit. And apart from the clothes situation, which was an absolute waste of time because...
Why?
Nothing fitted me out there. Nothing.
Oh, saying that, when I
think I came home with
it's
belts.
Really small.
Yeah, everything's tiny.
Yeah.
And their sizing is obviously way different to ours, but nothing fit me. And the only clothing I came home with was belts because that's the only thing that would fit. But I got loads of gadgets and certain, like, I remember I got these eyelash curlers that were heated.
Heated ones.
And they bent twice. So instead of you having to move up your lash, the first one would clamp and then there was another clamp. And I loved those for years, but then they died, and I've never been able to find any like it since.
I have always said when it comes to Asia and skincare and beauty, they are definitely advanced. So yeah.
I think that was the first place I got cotton buds with a point for like makeup cotton buds, and the ones that you snap and there's eye makeup remover and stuff in them. That was the first, and I remember coming home with things like that from Japan.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
you just think,
like
why do we not have these things here? We do have some customer questions now for you. Okay. First one being, who would you say the best steps presenter would be here on QVC?
Well, apart from myself.
Apart from yourself, sorry.
I think, well, it depends what you want. If you want chaos, then H, obviously,
Right.
and enthusiasm and kind of, you know, I don't know if the point would get across as much as you need
But you'd be
to,
entertained.
But you would be entertained, absolutely. But then if you want a bit more calm and a bit more kind of serene atmosphere, then Faye, I think, would be quite good. She's very good at sticking to the point and getting across what she... Me and her
Selling
are the ones in interviews that are always like, it'll always come back to us to get the points in.
Get the question answered.
Yes.
And you've spoken about the air fryer. You absolutely love it, can't live without it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite recipe?
Not so much, I don't know about recipe. I'll tell you what I have started doing in there, which it was a game changer, is like joint roast beef. It comes out perfect every time. You know, sometimes in the oven, and I always would do roast beef in the oven. I haven't tried.
Kind of dries out in the oven.
Yeah, if it just goes over. But every time I've done it in the air fryer, and I've not tried it with the probe yet, actually. But every time I've done it in there, it comes out perfectly. Pink in the middle, crispy on the outside. It's
I need to know the heat setting. How long do you pop it in there for?
I think it depends on the size.
Right.
About a kilo. It's about 40 minutes, I think.
Okay.
And you do start off a bit hotter to get the crispiness on the outside, and then lower it down a bit.
Okay.
But it's perfect every time.
Claire, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Absolutely love this. But I would love to know what's next.
So this year is mostly going to be spent steps of, we've got a musical.
I've seen.
Yeah, so it's not about us. It's a completely different story. It's just a musical with our music.
Okay.
So we had a run in Birmingham at the end of last year, which was a massive success, and it starts touring at the end of August for 10 months. So, and all around the country.
Wow.
So you might
That's
see us pop up in a random theatre around the country somewhere, but it's really good fun, and it's all the audiences that came to see it in Birmingham absolutely loved it, and I don't want people to think I'm biased, but I've watched it quite a few times now, and it's hilarious. It makes you cry, it makes you smile. It's just that bit of theatre that you walk out, and you'll feel great, and you kind of get that. Do you know what? That was really good. I really enjoyed that, and there's a steps medley at the end. So,
did you have any involvement in the costumes? Because you had some iconic. Are they in the musical as well?
We didn't have. We've got the whole team is amazing. Basically, I think the costume designer was the lady that created the costumes for Six, and she did the last Spice Girls tour. So she did all the costume, and it's all very much tied in. But there are a lot of nods to what we used to wear. You know, one of the characters has got little things clipped in her hair, and they've got bits of colour, and there's a lot of inspiration from all the things that we wore. It's very colourful. I mean, it's quite, even though it's set in a supermarket, in a superstore by the sea,
right?
It's almost like if Steps World were a real place, which we always say it's always sunny in Steps World, but if there was such a place, that's what a supermarket would look like. So it's very colourful. Everything's pink and blue, and everything's really bright, and but they all wear tabards all the time. So which something that we've never done. Not yet,
slightly
anyway.
different.
Yeah, but it's there are a lot. If we're watching it going. In fact, there's a drag queen, obviously. And when the drag queen comes out to do their number, their costume is 100% inspired by my alter ego costume in the Deep Shade Blue video.
Oh.
But it's even better.
Really?
And I would wear it.
You've got to try and
It's
snag
amazing.
that. Yeah. Well, if you are a Steps fan, or if you just want to have a feel-good time at a show, make sure you keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Very exciting. Claire, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to the Joy of Shopping podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and if you missed any of the episodes, make sure you check out our playlist.